Hello there, and well, welcome to this little video. Today I have one specific image that I really want to capture. And well, we have had a lot of snowfall during the past week, and it just really changed the landscape, really simplified it. But as I said, I have one specific image that I want to capture, and this is the story of how that went. It starts at the beginning, when I was going through a big snow wall. This is exhausting climb. I mean, for every step I take, I sink down this deep down into the snow, and it's thick and it's compact and it's slippery. But we don't really have that far to go. I'm really excited to get up to the top today, because I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry and I have food in the backpack. Let's keep going. Oh, look here. Right here. That's where we were last week. It's a little bit of a difference, isn't it? First things first, gotta eat some food. It's looking really beautiful out here. I'm just a little bit tired. It's a little bit windy up here. Surprise, surprise. So I thought it best to put on a jacket. Well, I'm just gonna eat. Then we're gonna do landscape photography. It's gonna be awesome. About today's photography and the one image that I wanted to capture right out here. The thing that I want to do is to use the telephoto lens and really zoom into the landscape, because there are these hills that are layered out over the landscape, and I have a couple of other images too that I have in my portfolio that I call sheets of I have sheets of summer and sheets of spring, and I want to capture sheets of autumn and sheets of winter. So that's really the image that I had in mind for today. Sheets of winter. And well, can you think of any better conditions than the ones that we have now? It's just perfect. And this location is really good for it. Just hoping that the light isn't completely wrong. It looks kind of flat. I did capture one image from up here, but the conditions wasn't right. It wasn't any snow. But I know that it can be done, but as I said, we're gonna have to see how the light is working in this time. Also, when I walked up here, I saw a pile of snow, drift snow that has formed a really nice line. So after I'm done with this sheets of winter image, then I'm gonna go over there and try that as well. And that is going to be a wide angle shot to really overemphasize the line in the snow in that case. The difficulty here is deciding which part of the landscape I want to be those sheets. But I think I found the ones that works the best. I'm going for quantity of sheets here. So the most amount of hills is gonna look the most impressive, I think. And that's really going to emphasize the idea of the image in the image. So I'm just gonna take the tripod and just grab the image. It isn't a technical image or anything, so yeah. One other thing that I want to try before I call it done on that image is actually a panorama. And let me see. I have one piece of gear that I really want to show you when it comes to panoramas. So, if you've been watching Thomas Heaton videos anytime in the past month or so, he's been talking quite a bit about panoramas. And one thing that he does that is very time consuming, and I find it to be really annoying, is to level out the tripod every time you want to shoot a panorama. And you're maybe thinking, hey, what do you mean? Is there any other way? And yes, there is. You know what we have on top of every tripod? A ball head. And what is the point of the ball head? To level things out and point things in the direction that we want. So the thing that I use, and which is really useful, is this small little piece of gear, which is a panorama head, and it has a Arco Swiss bottom plate. So what I can do is simply remove the camera, put this on top of the ball head and level it out with the ball head, and then I can just spin on this axis, so I don't have to spend the time to try to level out the tripod. I find that much easier, much better way to do it. So that's today's tip, if you even wanted it. I'm gonna try that panorama idea I had, and then I'm gonna show you the composition and everything, and then the image is going to be done. Well, here we have the pano head. So you can see I've just mounted it on top of the ball head. The tripod itself is not completely level, but I leveled the ball head. As you can see, there's a little bit of an angle on it here, but the ball head is completely leveled, and I put this one on top, and as you can see with the green line here, it is completely leveled. Which is very good. It's a much easier way to do it than actually trying to level the tripod itself. I find that way too fiddly with unscrewing the legs, and well, you understand. So let's look at the panel composition that I had here. Let's see. You can see this point. You can see where the hill is at a peak right there. About there is where I imagine the image to start, and then all the way over to this side here, and you can see where the frozen lake kind of disappears over here. That's where I imagine the image would end, or that would be the other edge of the image. And then I'm not gonna keep that much sky. I'm gonna crop it down a little bit, perhaps remove a little bit here in the foreground as well. But that's about it for the panorama. And the vertical, or the horizontal, I mean, composition was over here by the lake. If I zoom out a little bit, I'm zoomed out. Anyway, that's right over here. I took that one. Starting to get a little bit colder. I'm gonna see in a computer and which of the images I like the most, and here it is. Well, let's walk over to the other composition. And if you're wondering where you can find a pano head like that one, well, I'll leave a link down in the description to, if not the exact same, a similar one. Let's see, the composition is right here, where the tripod is pointing. It's a little bit deeper snow here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna be diving deep into the snow there, trying to find something. I have to be really careful. I do not want to walk too far out here, because then I'm gonna spoil something really nice. I think I found where I want it. Whoop, whoop. Oh, the best idea ever. Anyway, the important thing for me here is really how I want to use the line itself. And I'm gonna use most of it actually. And I gotta get the camera quite close to the edge here. I found the composition and I framed everything up now, and I just really want to show you quickly the composition that I used, and then I'm gonna take the image. So you can see the line here starts here, and the frame, let's go on this side, starts around there. Then we have this tree inside the image on the top left part, and then the image just flows with this line, and we get this backdrop over here. We have a bit of well, dead space here in the foreground really, but then the image stops around here. I can't get it on this camera now, but as you can imagine, from there to over there, with this lovely line and this just lovely snow formation here. Now the final part is just pushing the button and waiting for it. One more. Yeah, and that's ooh, almost fell. And yeah, well, that's that. I think we managed to get 2 really lovely images of all this snow that all of a sudden came. For a while I thought we were gonna get a snowless winter almost, but yeah, we got some snow. I made use of it. Now it's gonna just disappear. I do prefer an open landscape where it's a lot easier to walk out in nature. It's a lot harder. Now it's really hard. I mean, it took double the time just to get up here. Well, anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to see more, then please subscribe. And I hope to see you all soon again. Until next time, goodbye.